Okay, well, we're here at the Toronto International Snowmobile and ATV Show in 2016 with Cody Elkins from Oklahoma.
Yep.
Southern boy. So where have you been lately, Cody?
Man, honestly, it's kind of like this year's been so crazy. It's where haven't I been? I've been to France 4 times this year, Israel twice. I actually just flew in from Israel to here last night. I landed like 2 in the morning last night.
Crazy.
So I'm going off like 7 hours sleep. But, you know, we're having a good time here. The setup's so much better. We're jumping indoors this year, which is way cooler than last year, where last year we were having to like broom the frost off the landing so we could jump. So pretty pumped about being indoor this year. You know, flying in, not having to drive up here like I did before. So, you know, it's gonna be a fun year.
What's it like with the height? You know, you're getting kind of up there, kind of near the roof there.
Yeah, I think we're within 3 or 4 feet of the rafters. You know, like it's close. We had to position the ramps perfectly at the highest part of the roof, because if we moved left or right where the pitch of the roof is, we'd definitely be hitting. So it's, you know, first couple jumps you're kind of like, whoa, that's close, but after you get used to it, you're like, all right, let's ride. You know, so.
That's pretty cool, yeah. When you're watching it from the side view, it looks pretty close.
Yeah, it looks really close, because your angle, like, you can't actually see, or if you were up there at level, you'd see, you know, there's about this much gap if we do like some of our highest tricks. So,
okay, so there's a little bit of space left.
Yeah.
So you were at SEMA last year. What did you bring last year?
Last year for SEMA, I brought my wife's wedding present, which was a 1974 Ford Bronco. We had a full Skyjacker suspension on it, you know, kicker sound system, a Leah leather on the inside, a Holly built motor. I mean, it was a nice vehicle, and you know, it was cool because it kind of gets my wife into that, you know, custom vehicle world. The old school early Bronco is like her dream vehicle. So for me to get her one for our wedding present, and then also get it built for her and take it to SEMA, and you know, just get her involved in it, and it's really cool because it's gonna make that more of a part of our life, as far as like me and her get to do these things together, you know.
Wow, it's really cool. Yeah, I've been watching it. It's a really awesome wedding present to give your wife her dream car, right? So,
yeah, for sure.
Well, and then it's not just your dream car; it's her dream car on steroids, because it's all done up, right?
Yeah, no, she loves it. You know, like she drives it every chance she gets. She's taking that thing out. She keeps it immaculately clean and stuff. And, you know, it's a fun vehicle because the top's never on it. We always leave the top off and go cruising around and just have a blast.
Yeah, so it's a lot of hard work to build one of those, I imagine, especially a restoration. You're not building a new SEMA truck that everything's perfect. You're making a restoration.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and I had some really cool people helping me out. You know, my buddy Josh Hester with JDH, he was an awesome guy. Like, he's super meticulous with details and things. You know, he helped me with a lot of things on it. And then just all the sponsors that pitched in as far as, you know, throwing parts at it. Just, you know, that's what really makes these trucks together. Like the truck behind me here, you know, Eric's truck, Galaxy Max, with by ECD Customs. These guys do amazing wraps. And, you know, this truck's probably one of the most famous trucks, I would say, next to Bionic, one of my trucks. But, you know, this truck's been shared on Instagram more times than Kim Kardashian, I think. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So this year I was offered to be sponsored by Eric from ECD for a wrap on my sled. So he had a matching sled beside his truck. So put a little sled together this year. It's got the Galaxy wrap on it. And just a little RS600, but it's a nice sled.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks really good.
Yeah, thank you. So, what are you going to do in the future for SEMA builds?
Well, this year we're actually doing like a 2-year build, so I'm not taking a vehicle to SEMA this year because we're still building it. So we're going to be taking it to SEMA next year.
Cool.
But I'm actually working with Grip Clean, which is an industrial hand soap, all natural. It's an awesome product. So I'll be working SEMA for Grip Clean, and we're building the vehicle for Grip Clean to take next year. It was Grip Clean's first year to go to SEMA, so they couldn't get a booth. You know, they wouldn't allow us to have a booth big enough to get the vehicle in. And then, you know, since we're new, they wouldn't give us a feature spot, and I'm like, dude, it's all right. this year, let's just hold back on building the vehicle, take it. We'll go ahead and get started on the vehicle, so we got plenty of time to build it. And then, next year we're going to bring it. It's going to be something really, really cool. We're building my wife another vehicle, that's for sure.
That's awesome.
All right, so we're here with Tim Jeckell from Busted Knuckles Racing, and you've got one incredible sled here. You're always bringing something crazy every year I see you here. Tell me about this one.
So this is Sinister. This is my pride and joy. Been working on it for a couple of years. Usually you don't keep them that long, but we've kept this one a little longer. But it really works good. It's really fast, lots of fun to ride, and still turns heads even a couple of years later.
What's the primary use for this particular sled? Like country drag racing? I mean, what is it?
It's a specialty built hill drag race sled.
So you just drag race straight up a hill?
Yeah. So we race up the ski hills, usually in Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ontario. We might go to New Hampshire this year.
So this thing's a rocket, is what you're telling me.
Oh, it's really scary to drive because you don't want to flip it over backwards, because I've been there a couple times and that's not too fun.
Right, yeah. So roughly how many horsepower would something like this have?
Well, it depends on the day and the conditions, but you could turn it up from 300 to about 450 in its current state.
Wow. So that's like rip your arms out socket kind of horsepower, if you have the traction to make it happen.
Yeah, so I have a little seat spot in here, and actually hooks your butt into the seat so you don't fly off the sled.
Nice. Now, I noticed that there's a lot of real carbon fiber on it. There's a lot of lighter parts. How much of it is actually stock and how much of it's actually custom?
That's a good question. The hood is one of the trickiest pieces. It's a C3 carbon fiber hood. It shaves off 13 pounds. That's a trick part. Then it's got titanium A-arms, which are pretty cool. And then it's got titanium. It has carbon fiber running boards, and then the rear suspension is stock, but heavily modified. And then the whole motor has been modified to add a turbo, built big boost, low compression pistons, Danny rods.
Well, we're here, like I said, we're here at the ATV Snowmobile Expo, and you're seeing one of the craziest, fastest sleds there is.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Cody.